Hi, my name's Tony Ridley, Editor-in-Chief at TravelRiskManagementSolutions.com. Once again, thanks very much for joining us for another Travel Risk Management Safety and Security Tips and Advisory Education tutorial. In this section, we're going to be talking about decision making and the evaluation of choice. So what methodology do you have in place to support both your travellers and your management? What basic fundamentals and repeatable processes do you have to demonstrate the consistency and the validity of your decision-making process? Now, this is a double-edged sword. That is that individuals need to be able to make such reckoning decisions, because more often than not, they are the ones both undertaking the travel, but they're often the first exposed to a change management scenario. So the individual needs to be empowered and equipped with a process for making decisions, whether that decision may be to escalate and to contact a management or an oversight support resource, or whether it be to make an individual determination upon the changes that have taken place, their choices, and the governing guidelines that have been provided through education and training. This also applies to management. At what stage is your risk appetite exceeded? At what stage can you define your risk appetite? What is your tolerance to various events? How do you qualify and quantify them? What are the triggers? What are the milestones that need to be either met or achieved or consequently transpire in order for you to change that decision-making process? So it's important for the individuals and the managers alike to have a repeatable or replicatable process that they can apply to a wide variety of circumstances. You should not have a scripted process for if this, do that. In every event that you will follow a particular protocol and procedure. There should be broad guidelines. So for example, what that means is that for example, a power outage, irrespective of the nature and the trigger of that, it could have been a fire at a substation, it could have been a crash down the road, it could be natural disaster, but if the power is out, this is what you are to do. So address the outcomes and the events and the threats rather than trying to script every particular scenario, because they will be far too voluminous. Individuals will be interpretive in their application, and you'll find far less decision-making and intuitive application than if you give them broad guidelines in the event of a specific outcome, of which may be triggered or resulting from a number of particular instigators. That is a far better solution. But both parties need to have a decision-making process to consider not only their actions but the actions of others, and at what stage they either engage or seek alternate support resources. So once again, thanks very much for joining us with another Travel Risk Management Safety and Security Tips Advisory tutorial. For more information on this subject, please visit the website at www.travelriskmanagementsolutions.com. That's all for now. Thanks and goodbye.